Hi everyone, my name is Kane and this is Bingeables. Something you might not know about me, unless you know about my second channel MarvelWatch, is that I watch a lot of Marvel, like movies and shows. I reviewed all of the MCU short of Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel so far, and also pretty much all of the other Marvel movies that came from 20th Century Fox, Sony Pictures and others. If you're interested in that, I'll leave links in the description box below. Beginning early 2021, Marvel expanded its MCU onto the small screens via Disney+, and I must say, I love the Marvel shows. They are high quality and they delve a little deeper into backstories and trauma. I'm really happy with how all this comes together, and I'm probably gonna come back here and talk about all the other shows too. But right now, let's talk about Ms. Marvel and how that is my favorite MCU show to date. Ms. Marvel premiered in June and has run its course of 6 episodes, or its first season. There's no word yet whether there will be a second season. I feel like Marvel is pretty much playing it by ear where it comes to the shows, to see in how far they need the characters and parts of their stories. Ms. Marvel will return, however, in The Marvels, a movie that is still almost a year away. The show was created by Bisha K. Ali and follows the title character, also known as Kamala Khan, as she develops and explores her powers. Kamala Khan is somewhat of an outsider in her high school, being an absolute superhero stand with 2 true friends, Bruno and Nakia. She is the daughter of Pakistani immigrants and juggles life by escaping into a dream world more often than not. When she sneaks out to go to the very first Avenger Con with Bruno, she brings a bangle to the Captain Marvel cosplay competition, a bangle that turns out to give her cosmic powers. As she explores those powers, she's hunted by the Department of Damage Control, but also by a group of fighters who want to use the bangle to bring their realm into ours and destroy it. Or ultimately just to go home. It's not quite clear what the true intention is. Kamala comes out the other side a hero, but her adventures are far from over. There's a lot of backstory in this. We don't just get to know Kamala and her family, but also part of Pakistani history. It's very interesting and heartbreaking, and a reminder how imperialism formed the world we live in. I like the way the story isn't just wound around Kamala and her fangirling, but around her family and their history. It's possibly the most personal and heartfelt story Marvel has produced yet, and its lead is perfect for the role. Iman Vellani is a goofy, likable actress who brings a lot of heart to the character of Kamala Khan. I always watch the shows multiple times, though I haven't watched Ms. Marvel quite as much as all the other shows so far. It's also the first Disney Plus Marvel show I haven't written weekly episode breakdowns for, and yet the show, to me, is the best one of Marvel yet. It will connect to the Secret Invasion show and The Marvels, which will both come out next year, and that is a storyline I'm very excited for, since Captain Marvel is one of my favorite MCU movies. Can Ms. Marvel be watched without any prior knowledge of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and or the Marvel Comics? Yes, I think so. Taken alone, it's the story of a young heroine developing her powers and exploring what that means for her and her life. The show is exclusively available on Disney Plus with a monthly subscription. Of course, if you come for Ms. Marvel, you might just stay for all of the other great, and some not quite as great, Marvel content. There's an elaborate story that unfolds if you've never delved into it or only watched a few of the movies. I can recommend it since I only subscribe to Disney Plus for the Marvel side of things. Thank you for watching my video. I recommend TV and streaming shows under Bingeables, but also talk about movies as part of my Watchables channel. If that's your cuppa, subscribe, like, comment. I'd appreciate it. If you want to recommend a show for me to watch or just want to talk about Ms. Marvel, the comments are below, of course. Ms. Marvel is hell yeah watchable.